let's get out of the studio.
I'm going to the Florida Aquarium tonight, so let's do some sketching while we're there.
I love how colorful these poison dart frogs are, so I had to draw them. However, they were very active, so I did have to cheat a little bit. I snapped some photos and went over to a table nearby to sketch out my first frog, but I ran out of time to draw more, so I only finished the first one that night, and I took the rest of the photos back to my studio to finish up the sketchbook spread there. I used a combination of Pentel brush pen, Derwent Inktense pencils, and a white gel pen to draw these frogs. So Derwent Inktense pencils work very similarly to a standard watercolor pencil, where you can draw with them like a colored pencil, and then you add water and they turn into a watercolor style pigment. The big difference between the Inktense pencils and other watercolor pencils is that once the pigment dries, it cannot be reactivated with water and painted with again like you can with watercolor. I actually really like that feature for things like layering because you know you aren't going to lift the pigment underneath when you're working on the layer on top, which can help keep your painting from getting muddy. I tried to keep the colors pretty limited for these sketches, so I was only using yellow, blue, and black. I normally don't use straight black in my pieces, but in this case I did break my rule and I think it paid off. Ultimately, I love these little frogs and I'm so glad I finished the full page even though they gave me a little trouble in person.